it's a cold period when you live in that type of life, like a unspoken rule. It's like it's certain shit that a nigga ain't gotta talk about. That's already understood. You feel what I'm saying? So a nigga ain't gotta say, "Hey, bro, if police pull us over, don't tell."
Were you getting to the money back then? As far as were you getting to any kind of paper back then?
Man, I didn't start really getting no money until I was like 15, 16 because that's when it really just struck. I say 14, 15, 16, but 16 really, 15, 16 really because, like I said, I wasn't getting shit, If I didn't go get no, my mom did what she could. Like, if you come up with $30, I'll give you another $30, you know what I'm saying? And we get you some shoes. Man, you couldn't get but Chuck Taylors for $60 and $50 back then. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. So if I wasn't, breaking in houses, you know what I'm saying, breaking in cars, going to the stores, stealing out the stores, like that, you feel what I'm saying? I pretty much wouldn't have it. I got older siblings, so, my siblings worked at a young age, 15, 16 and shit like that, because they knew, like, they used to have to patch up and help my mama pay the rent.
Oh, yeah,
sometimes my mama ain't had nothing. She used to take my mama and my sister and my brother shit, to pay the rent or to pay the lights or to pay the water. Nigga, plenty of times they never came to the house. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga ain't got no water, nigga ain't got no lights. Both of them hoes cut off. You feel
only. I would say a lot of us know what that means. Some people who probably watch this don't know what that means, but yeah, that tells a story right there in itself. All right, so with that being said, definitely understood. To get back to the what you said your partner RJ and EJ was already caught by the cops. Did y'all have like an understanding of if y'all were to get caught doing anything, what the story's gonna be like? For him to have pointed you out, like, did y'all not have an understanding prior?
I mean, bro, it's like this. It's a cold period when you live in that type of life, like a unspoken rule. It's like it's certain shit that a nigga ain't gotta talk about. That's already understood. You feel what I'm saying? So a nigga ain't gotta say, "Hey, bro, if police pull us over, don't tell." That ain't no shit you gotta tell a nigga if we doing shit like that. Nigga, you supposed to already know that shit. But I feel like from that situation, like, just because, that nigga might not have been in that situation before, it really actually had to go through that scenario.
Where the police is questioning
like,
them.
Yeah, because, we used to go out to parties every weekend and do shit.
Get home. Everybody get home and talk about it.
You feel what I'm saying? And but, I actually done had multiple run-ins then. I did 2 years of juvenile. You feel what I'm saying? I actually did 17 years locked up. I'm 35 years old. I spent damn near half of my life, my whole life, you know what I'm saying, confined.
Yeah, more than your whole life.
Yeah,
shit.
you know what I'm saying?
As far as the situation in itself, with that taking place, what was the status of Errol Spence at the time as far as where was he at in his life? Was he just a knucklehead? Was he out here trying to get into the boxing world?
He had already won a Golden Glove tournament in 2009. Right. So the nigga had his feet wet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Had a little junior boxing endorsement and shit like that.
So let me ask you, did you not want to keep him out of trouble just because, or was the Golden Gloves weren't that important back then? That's just for Mexicans.
The thing was to keep him safe. Because we gonna do what we gonna do regardless. But I'm gonna make sure, nigga, if anybody died, nigga, while we at it, ain't gonna be one of us. You feel what I'm saying?
Shoot first.
Yeah, Hey, man, I go to jail, y'all niggas patch up.
Yeah.
That type shit.
You would think that'd have been a conversation. But like you said, that's an unwritten rule that this shouldn't even be a conversation.
Come on, man.
I mean, we all here together. If one of us go, let's rock.
Come on, man.
All right, so the police get you. I'm sure they have questions. Were there other witnesses in the situation that kind of knew what happened, or was it just Errol?
Goddamn witnesses, man. You had to, I did that shit in front of everybody that was outside. So it was a bunch of witnesses, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, as far as my partners and my friends and that I came with, he was the only person that said so.
Oh, damn. Okay, all right. So upon the law's questioning you and talking to you, how do you know he said what he said, he spoke on you?
Yeah, my lawyer brought me that paperwork the next day I went to jail.
Oh, just statements?
Came and see me for a lawyer visit, man. You know, what happened, James? I can't even lie to her because she telling me before I get to talking, man, your partner and I already, slide this statement under her. I'm hell nah, that nigga ain't write this shit. He ain't say this shit.
Oh, you weren't saying like, oh, he lying? You were just like, I know he ain't write that.
I'm like, at this time, I'm still denying the shit.
Yeah.
I ain't do shit. Somebody was shooting, I took out running like everybody else.
Yeah.
That's still my story at the time. I'm still trying to play the innocent role. You feel me?
Yeah, his name right there on the paperwork. How'd that make you feel? Just, of course, when we have, as we having this conversation, people know what he is now today. But back then, he ain't who he is today. So how did you look at when you saw that paperwork? Like, how were you like?
I'm like, bro didn't do this shit. But at the same time, don't get me wrong. I never expected him. I didn't expect him to tell, but I didn't expect him to react how I would because at the same time, I know we two different caliber, man. Like, I really came from the streets. I really grew up doing some crazy shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like living at risk type shit. Bro, I always had both his parents, good neighborhood, good everything. You know what I'm saying? All that type of shit. So I knew we had two different type of upbringings, bro. But like, as far as expecting this nigga to just, I don't know, bro. That just wasn't expected. And then, at a young age, bro, when be, a nigga grown now, so a nigga really focus on life. You got kids, you got businesses and shit. You got shit that you actually trying to accomplish and goals. But at the time, we was partner orientated more than anything. We was brothers. So at that point in time, that meant the most to me. My mama couldn't tell me nothing about that shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's what meant the most at that time, bro, because that's how a nigga was really living. When I didn't have nowhere to go, my nigga used to, you know what I'm saying, to talk to his mama into like basically just like he stayed at her mama. Like he tell me, hey bro, we gonna have to go in here and talk to my mama, bitch. I ain't finna let you go. You finna stay here.
You were speaking of, you used to stay with EJ too, or you stayed with him?
That was the last person I stayed with when I went to jail.
Oh, damn.
Before I went to prison. Damn. We went to that party. You feel what I'm saying?
That hits a little harder. All right, so as far as the time you get, what were you facing during this time, and were you trying to take it to trial? What were you looking at?
See, all right, this is the crazy thing. I had already went to trial on 8 prior cases. You feel what I'm saying? I used to break in houses like I told you. That's all I did. I was a motherfucking burglar, bro. You feel me? Yeah. And I had like 11 cases at the time, some shit like that. I went to trial and got released in my trial, but I got released on a monitor.
So
I got released on a monitor.
You like the one that got away.
Yeah.
That's how they looking at you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so when I end up going back to jail for shooting these people, that's when this shit really just hit the fan. Like, man, I can't go to trial again because I'm facing the same judge and this bitch was already just trying to dunk me not too long ago for this other shit I had did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what's crazy, man? True. Hey, one time when I had got out that first time on that monitor, I had to go report every day, right?
Yeah.
Hey, this took me to go piss on a piss test. I came home right back up. I'm young and a bitch, I don't give a damn. I'm 18 years old. Up. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go in here and take a piss here. I tell this nigga, hey bitch, I need you to piss for me. And you know what I'm saying? I gotta go in here and piss. You know what I'm saying? EJ wasn't doing no drugs, none of that shit.
Yeah.
Woo. I go in there, dump the piss in the jar, got come back out. Next day I gotta go report because I had intensive supervision. I mean, I had to report every day. Motherfucking PO telling me, man, you taking steroids? I'm like, hell no, I ain't taking steroids. He like, man, you got some steroids in your system or something. I'm like, man, I know goddamn well this nigga didn't just set me up put me in a trick bag like that. You hear me? You hear me?
Damn.
I'm like, yeah, I got handlebars and weed in my system. Yeah. I should have just pissed my own goddamn piss.
What you end up saying? You end up saying like just,
I told that nigga, bitch, you using steroids? What you talking about?
Let us find out.